like, what was it? Friday, we got about 6 inches. It snowed some yesterday. It's snowed again this morning. Like I'm just over it, bro.
I got you. I got you. It's been a minute, man. There's like too much to talk about, bro.
It's a bunch of shit to talk about.
Yeah, I don't even know where to fucking start, man. I
I think you got to start with Bones.
Yeah, man. The fucking goat, huh? You watch it?
I did get a chance to watch it, but I mean, I don't think anybody anticipated for it to end in the fucking first round
2 minutes, bro.
that fast.
Nope, not at
Like,
all, man.
and they like Ciryl, and Ciryl ain't like
Cyril's
that's
a
the thing.
dog.
Like for real, he just made work of him that fucking quick.
hmm Which is crazy because he was saying the whole build up to this fight, like, I'm gonna make this look easy. And everyone was like, whoa, like that's kind of crazy, you know? And he did.
So
He did
he
just
must have
that.
put in work in this camp because I mean, even not you and I were kind of anticipating like him putting on that extra. What was it like 20 pounds he put on
Yeah,
and everything? I just didn't know how. And then being away from the sport for so long for him, I mean, he looked sharp.
he did. He did. But that's the thing, right? Is it was so short that we didn't really get to see what he looks like in that body. We really didn't. It was
Right.
they felt each other out for like a minute and then he took him down and that was it. You know what I mean? And it was over like that. So it's going to be very interesting, if he, keeps fighting and if he fights Stipe like they're saying to see how he moves around like round to round in that body when he fatigues, None of that was really answered. He just went in there and fucking submitted him. Like that was crazy.
Quick, quick.
Yeah. I mean, to
So
me, I just kind of want to, is he the greatest ever? Like to me, I don't even think there's like an argument anymore as far as mixed martial arts.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I would love to see him in Nagano, um, but I don't know if we're gonna get that.
Yeah, not in the UFC, we probably won't, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
yeah,
But
it's been cool to watch, man. I mean, he's been out of the sport for 3 years. I didn't think he was actually going to come back. I was like, it's at one point I was like, this is just getting ridiculous.
he just had too much personal shit going on from like the drugs to different like charges that were he was facing at one point. Like dude was just had way too much shit going on personally.
Yeah.
But somebody posted something like that Jones family.
You see them in the ring?
God damn, they big. Like big motherfuckers, bro.
They are, bro. That family. Can you imagine them growing up? That's crazy.
And you know they had to get into fights and shit like that when they was younger. Like, bruh.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Huge family. That was cool seeing all of them there supporting him. I like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. It was something cool to see because I saw that at the end where they took that picture and everything. But it's a big family. That's a super athletic ass family too.
Yes, it is, man. Family athletes for sure. Huge as fuck. But yeah, I don't know what's next, man. I assume it's Stipe, and then I don't know if he just rides off into the sunset or if he keeps fighting. But to me, his legacy is cemented. Like there's nothing, regardless of the personal issues, all that. If we're just looking at what's in the ring, like he is unbelievable to do that at light heavyweight, move up to heavyweight like it was nothing, and just submit the top contender in the division in 2 minutes. That's pretty fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the next thing coming up is what is uh Edwards and Usman. I think is the next. Was that happen?
Couple weeks.
I think it's this weekend. What is it? It's the 18th. Yeah, so it's this upcoming Saturday. If
Hell
I'm not
yeah.
mistaken.
That'll be a good one too. What do you
That'll
think's gonna
definitely,
happen in that?
bruh. I mean, if Usman just stay on the shit, he should probably win it. Probably win it by decision. But I mean, who knows? Because he was winning it pretty handily last time and got caught. So
Yeah, I don't think
I'm,
he can go to decision. I think Edwards should try to take him out. I think, or excuse me, Usman. I think he should go for the kill. Like that's
yeah,
that seems like the same. And I think he will. I think he'll ragdoll Leon Edwards in this fight, to be honest with you. Because he was winning that other fight completely. He just got caught. So Now it's like he's angry, and it's like, and he's way better than Leon Edwards. So I just think he's gonna finish
That
him.
yeah.
But who
Well,
knows? His knees are really bad. I know that's been bothering him his last couple of years. Like he can't even run. I don't know if you knew that. Like it's just bone on
he's
bone.
not.
Yeah. So he
I
just
didn't know that.
does other cardio workouts, like he's in the gym or he's using elliptical, but he can't even run because his knees are so bad. So yeah, it's
I feel that
he
pain.
yeah. So I don't know. He's been dealing with that the last couple of years. He's been so skilled and such a good wrestler that it hasn't affected him. But who knows? That could be a factor here in the next couple of years as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And then what's the name is coming up too.
Oh
Perea and
yeah.
Adesanya are that's
I'm watching that for
there's gonna be some
sure.
good like rematches, bro. That's
Dude,
coming up, bro.
there's some good fights coming up, man, for sure. I feel like we're waiting on some other big announcements. Like I'm sure Sugar Sean's gonna have a title fight soon, like,
Yeah, I would
in the
don't be
next
surprised.
year. Where's Colby Covington been? You know what I mean? Like there's
Who knows, bro?
so he could come back. Connor and Chandler at the end of the year. That'll be really cool. They're making some good fights for
They
sure.
are. I mean, we you and I have talked about this around like UFC really knows just how to consistently put out great matchups and great entertainment, and it's consistent.
hmm All the time, man. There's always
Yeah,
something new to watch. Like
it is.
it's fucking cool. And I've never watched Ultimate Fighter, but I think I'm gonna watch this coming season. I think
Oh
that'll be
yeah,
really
you
interesting.
thought it's gonna be Connor. What's his name? Yeah,
Yeah. I guess they
I
fucking
mean
hate each
Connor in
other. So.
itself is just good entertainment. So
Exactly. He is, man. He's a showman. So
yeah.
that'll be interesting. There was another one coming up that blanked me, but it's not a title fight, but Gilbert Burns and Jorge Masvidal are fighting.
Who are they?
Yeah, they're headlining UFC. So that'll be cool.
That will be good.
Yeah.
That'll be
Masvidal's
good.
getting old too, though, so this is gonna be very interesting to see how he fares in this one. Because if he loses, I'd almost be like, bruh, I think it's time to,
Yeah, go ahead and let it go.
yeah. So,
Agreed. Agreed. And then outside of that, I mean, we got some boxing matchups that are
yeah,
going to
man.
be, I mean, with Tank and
Ryan.
yeah, and Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, man. I went to look for tickets and I was in an appointment, so like I missed like the actual time that like they released to the public, and they sold out in 5 minutes, and like all the resale prices now are like thousands of dollars for even like nosebleed tickets. I was like, God damn, bro. I didn't know it was that big. Like I didn't know people were with it like
It's
that.
gonna be a match. Did you see that press? Did you see that presser that they did?
No, but I heard it got pretty heated, huh?
Yeah, it got pretty heated. And like at one point, like Tank kind of like softly threw like a left hook, but he kind of caught Ryan on the chin a little bit, and
No
Ryan didn't
way.
really react to it. I thought he was gonna react a little bit more, but I'm
Damn.
I can't I gotta watch that one. I gotta for sure watch
Yeah,
that one,
they
bro.
can
If I
take
go
my money.
somewhere and watch it or something, I gotta watch that one, bro.
Hell yeah. That's gonna be fucking cool. I'm very excited for that. I don't we probably talked about this multiple times since that fight has been, you know, foreshadowed for a long time, but like I don't know who to go. Like I feel like Ryan could win by outpointing him because he's longer and quicker,
Hmm.
but I could also see Tank stopping him. I've seen Ryan go down before, so I don't know, man. That's such a toss up for me. Take my money.
Uh, yeah, I'm in the same boat because I just I think when we had talked about it, I do believe that Tank could probably win by knockout because we've seen Ryan go down.
But
Right?
we've
We've
also
seen him
seen
get
Ryan get up and win
yeah, he
afterwards.
has gotten up.
But Luke
Um,
Campbell doesn't punch like fucking Tank Davis punches. So
that part, and so I think so yeah, I would be um my initial thought would probably be to go with Tank and it be like by like a late knockout would be my guess if I had to put something
yeah,
to it.
that'd be a ideal situation for the viewers too. A knockout in the late rounds. I'd be happy with that.
For sure. For sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if they had like a rematch clause or something like that embedded
Is,
in it
isn't
in
it
the
weird,
contract.
dude? Like quick finishes because there's like back to the Jon Jones thing, but like there's like a 50-50. You're like so amazed at what just happened, but you're also a little disappointed that like there was all this build up for like
Goddamn money.
a minute. Like that's crazy, you know?
Like imagine how people used to feel when like Mike Tyson used to fight, bro.
Exactly. I heard so many people say that back in the day. They'd be like, "Is this worth paying for?" I mean, he's gonna
Like,
be
you literally have a fight party and everything, and then might get on there. The shit ended like 2 rounds, or a round. And you're like, bro, we don't spend on this. I mean, you get a show, right? Like you get a, like you said, you get a show. You know
right.
he gonna catch somebody, but it's like,
It's
but
quick.
can we at least get like 5 rounds? No.
Yeah, man. No, that's what's cool about the other sports is you know how long it's gonna be. So it's not gonna be like a 2 minute Super Bowl. They got to play the whole fucking thing, you know? Yeah, man.
And then did you see that Devin Haney and Lomachenko?
Yes. When is that?
And I think they're trying to finalize it. I don't know if they have like a date or anything. Oh no, I'm sorry. They're trying to finalize it for May 20th in Vegas.
There's some huge fights, man. That's gonna be such a technical matchup.
Um,
I think I'm going with Devin Haney. I don't know, dude. I watched
I mean,
Loma's last fight. He's been off for a while, but he didn't look like invincible like I used to think he was. And then Devin Haney, I had never even watched until his two Kambosos fights. And I was like, this motherfucker is a good boxer, man. He
he
is
is.
so technical. His footwork is incredible. Like he reminds me of Floyd in that like it's for him, it's all about hit and don't get hit. Like he just straight outpoints you.
And
Beautiful.
his jab is like I think it's
Oh
best.
yeah. So
His
sharp.
jab is
He's like a
sharp.
traditional Olympic boxer, like for
Yeah,
sport. Yeah. I like
yeah.
him.
He's dude is nice. So I that's a good that's another good matchup that I think
Hmm. But you think
really
what,
good.
Loma? You looked hesitant when I said that.
I don't know. But my thing with Loma is that like because you've seen this where like he may be down like those first 3 rounds, but then he starts to just shit just starts to click, right? And
Yep.
you're like, here he comes. Um, but I think I may go with you with Haney, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a really really tight fight.
No, yeah, I hope so. I want to see two good boxers like that with that type of
Yeah,
intelligence. Like you don't
yeah,
get that very much, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Those are the
mean,
50-50s because you're like, you never know. Goddamn. And then um Tyson Fury, Usyk, apparently Usyk just accepted Fury's offer. That's what
okay,
was as of yesterday. And it's a 70-30 split for Fury. And Fury's got
okay.
one belt and Usyk's got four. I
He got
understand it because Fury's a way bigger name. Like no one knows who Alexander Usyk is,
right.
but I was kind of surprised by that. Like
Is
Fury
that the one?
denied a 60-40 split. It was like, no, I need 70-30.
I mean, because he's gonna be he knows that he's gonna be the show of it, right? Like he's gonna be the one that's gonna have to like sell this,
That is true too, because Usyk doesn't even speak English, so it's like none of
right?
us
So
are
it's gonna
gonna.
be it's gonna be a bit of a struggle for him. I mean, he can sell it to the individuals from Ukraine and that be able to understand the language, but other
That's
than
it.
that,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
understands it's a worldwide sport, so it's gonna be
Yep.
tough for him to. Yeah,
I got to see that
that's
one.
gonna be. Yeah, I'll be excited for that one. Yeah, definitely excited for that. And then we got to talk about the Junior Fury, him and Jake Paul.
Oh yeah, I watched that fight. It
What
was.
you think?
I mean, they're both real boxers for sure. Like, let's
Yeah,
get that out of the way for sure. Absolutely. Um, Jake's impressive, dude. Like, I did not like him, and I don't like him, but it's just like you got to give it where it's due. And he clearly, and it makes sense if he's been doing this the way they've said he's been doing this for the last 4 years, 3, 4 years. Like, if you're doing this every day, you can definitely get that good, you know. So if it seems like he's actually put in the work and like it's he's very competitive. Fury, I thought won easily. I was surprised everyone thought it was as close as it was. Like I thought Fury dominated, the presence of the ring, and he hit him with the cleaner shots and things like that. He did go down though in the.
that's what I think it was. I think the knockdown was part of it, but I agree. I think it was he handled his own
Yeah.
pretty well with Jake. I mean, he used his reach,
Hmm.
uh, caught him with a couple of shots. But like you said, I think Jake really impressed, kind of like fighting someone that is around the same age, has been boxing around the same amount of time as him,
Yeah.
um,
Respect.
and he didn't look like he didn't belong in there. Like he looked like he
Exactly.
belonged in. He looked pretty solid. So um, So yeah, I mean, kudos to both of them. I would be honest, I was expecting more from Fury.
Yeah, me
To be honest,
too. I wanted him to finish him.
well, I didn't even know if it just he didn't look as sharp or as clean as I was anticipating. And maybe it's just because I thought, maybe he was going to, he's kind of much like Tyson. Um where Tyson is very just pinpoint accurate, great head movement, super sharp, and he was not.
No, I mean he's
And I mean, when he's still new, but yeah,
yeah, I don't
yeah,
think he'll be like a big time contender to be honest with you though, because I was watching too, and he keeps his hands low the whole time he fights, like, kind of like you're
okay,
like I don't know if he's trying to like be Tyson, but it's like, bro, that's not like your hands are way too low, man. You're not quick enough to get away with that. So
yeah.
I think that would if he gets like if he starts rising up in competition, I think he'll start getting caught really clean on the fucking chin. But I mean, Jake's still new and he can fight around that level for sure. But they're definitely pro fighters. Like I'll give them that. They look good. Like they, just I don't know. I don't know what happens next. Are they gonna rematch?
Well, I think there is a rematch clause that they do have, and I
Yeah.
mean, hell, I'm pretty sure they made hella money,
Yeah.
so it'd be, it'd be.
I would think
And the
Fury
question is
finishes
like,
him in the second
and the
fight.
question is like, how quickly do they do that though? Like, right? Do you give it some time for it to kind of build up, or I don't know, but
Yeah, I don't either. But I think if it's like the same skill level as it is right now, I could see Fury finishing him the next time they fight. But if it's too long, some shit happens. Who knows?
yeah. Did you see that video? Um, I think it was at like it was like outside of like Miami Heat game where Jake kind of ran into Floyd and his crew,
Oh
and like
yeah, I did see that.
just like Jake just turned around and just darted off.
Hmm.
I don't blame him.
I don't
I'm gonna be
either.
honest. I don't blame him.
I'd get
Like
out of
it's
there.
like y'all like 10, 15 deep, and it's just me and one. I'm good. Nope.
Yeah, nope. See ya.
I'm out.
He
I'm
he was
out too.
smart in that situation. I agree with you.
Oh, absolutely, he
Yeah.
was. And Floyd was over
Oh,
like, we weren't gonna do nothing like lies. These are lies.
avoid a
I'm like,
problem.
granted, cameras is rolling and everything, so they might not have done anything, but I'm not gonna risk it. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll back out.
I'm with you, bro. Leave a problem when you see it before it happens. Yeah, for
Like
sure.
that part. Like I'm not about to. I'm good. I'm all
Absolutely
the way
not.
good on it. I'm all
What's
the way
going on
good.
in basketball, man? You are, what's so crazy about that John Morant thing, man, is like we talked about it like a month before. You were like just talking about his crew after the laser thing and saying like I really hope his head's in the right place and we don't keep hearing shit like this and like on like clockwork. Look at that. That's crazy.
Two more incidents. Incident with the fucking 17-year-old kid in your backyard, and you supposedly pull a gun out, allegedly pull a gun out on him. Like with that situation, like why do you have some random ass kid in your backyard playing basketball with them, bro?
Right. Unbelievable, man.
Like
I
why is
don't
that a
know.
thing? And then why do you have a gun on fucking live in a club?
You know
Like
what's
how did you get
crazy?
the gun in the club?
I didn't know this, but my friend told me he comes from like pretty middle class, like decently wealthy upbringing. Is that the case?
I have no idea.
Someone told me that, and I was like, that's wild because I could understand someone if they came from crime and violence, like, you know, that'd be hard to like let go just because of, your circumstance. But like, you grew up in like a middle class, like safe area, like, good parents, which he seems like he has really good parents. Like, where the fuck is this coming from? You know?
I have no idea. I mean, any of the even in like a middle, even if you grew up in a middle class thing, isn't really not necessary about your like your upbringing. It's around like the people that you surround yourself with, right? So
That's
if you
true.
surround yourself
Yeah,
around people that like kind of um, had to be in that environment, you start to like emulate those things and assimilate to those like that same
for
type of
sure.
environment. You're not directly in it. So, but dude is really, really close to fucking shit up for himself.
Yeah, I mean, do you think have they given any word on how long he'll be out for?
They said it last, I think it was like a couple of days, maybe like Thursday. They said he's going to be out at least another 4 days or 4 games.
Hmm.
But there were no charges that were end up being filed or anything. Like he was cleared of everything. So, um, but he is going to have to do some serious damage control and image like revamping because dude is about to screw up a bag, bro. Because you know he's still on his rookie contract. Now, granted, the extension and everything that he signed that goes into effect next year, where I think he's gonna be making close to about like 30, 40 something million.
Hmm.
Uh, don't fuck that up, bro. Like you are legit about to. You work so hard to kind of put yourself in this position to be like a superstar, get max contracts. You got a Nike shoe deal, and you about to blow it because what exactly?
Yeah, I mean that's exactly right. What is this all for? Just cut? Like, what's the point of posting that video?
I don't. It wasn't even. No, it was live. It wasn't
Yeah,
even something.
exactly.
Live.
What's the point of
Like
doing
why
that? Like,
are you? Like what is the reason?
oh, I don't know, man.
Like,
You're right. Like,
bruh,
who's your people, bro? Jesus Christ, that's crazy.
like, and then I'm just surprised. Like, even in the first incident, I'm surprised his dad was like, "Bro, you have got to chill the fuck out. You were about to screw something up."
Hmm. Hmm.
But like, I think like to you said, I think his dad is maybe just like trying to be too, trying to be friends with him and being cool and stuff like that. Sometimes that shit just got to go out the window. You just got to be a dad and be like, don't fuck this up for yourself.
That's exactly right, man. Well, I mean, you can only hope that this is like one of those middle ground areas where it's serious, but it's kind of gonna be like a slap on the wrist, probably. And it's like, okay, how's he gonna bounce back from that? Like, is he gonna
Right.
take this and be like, look, clearly this can all be gone from me doing something stupid. So, like, am I gonna level out, or is he gonna keep doing that? Because I don't think he's gonna get away with too many more of those before shit gets like real. So,
It's just going definitely just gonna change if he continues on this trajectory. So I mean the thing is that you hope that he does kind of change things because I mean he's a well liked player. He can ball. Uh,
yeah, I love watching him.
exactly. I mean he's just a highlight reel, and you just hope that he changes. He changes and gets and just focuses on playing ball and
Yeah,
that way.
hopefully. What about your boy KD? You watch him with the Suns?
Bro, like I mean he's been balling, but bro, how you get injured in a layup line?
It's your boy, man.
Like how he literally took all he's literally his foot slipped and he literally took off on his ankle, bro.
You want to know what I think? I think KD and AD call each other every morning and are like, how are we going to ridiculously get hurt this week and be out for
Well,
two
no,
months?
so that's not fair because I don't know, that's not fair to KD though. Because like I feel like AD's injuries
His are
are like
terrible.
very like and like that the one before like KD just recently that like somebody fell into his leg, right? Like those are just one of those awkward ass things. But like how do you get hurt in a layup? I've
It shouldn't happen.
never seen that ever,
Do you think it's
ever.
like them secretly just saving him for playoffs?
I mean, well, the thing is, he did. They said that he finished his workout. They said he finished his pregame workout, but then he had some swelling. But
I
I was
think
like,
they're using this.
I don't know how you can hold like y'all have only at their All Star game. What is it like 20 games after the All Star weekend?
Yeah, so every team's got like what, 10 to 15 games left at most?
Well, like yeah, I would say probably like about 15 games left or so. And KD's probably only going to be back for maybe another five, maybe. So it's like, how much time are y'all gonna have to like figure out your rotations, lineups?
Yep. I mean, it is all new, but to your point, and you say it best all the time. He's such a. It's still going to take an adjustment. It's a new player, but he's such a plug and play player that he's the least. It's an ideal situation for like if you were in that situation for it to be someone like him. You know what I mean? Like he can just plug in and like, okay, tell me our motions and like our movements, and I'll just like catch and shoot when I get it and do your thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. I mean, because with him being back, since with him being on the team when they had those road games, like Book has been going off.
he has. He's been killing it, man.
So I think that like having KD has kind of like opened things up for Book to where like teams can't really double team like they were before because you have to respect the fact that KD's on the floor, Chris Paul is on the floor. I think the biggest thing with the Suns is like, and everybody talks about like their bench not being that strong, and I don't believe that to be true, to be honest. I think that they have a pretty solid bench. They definitely need a backup center, but I like a Kobe. I like T.J. Warren. I like Torrey Craig. I like Terrence
Me
Ross,
too.
Lance
Yep.
Shannon. Like those guys, they can ball. Those dudes can hoop. So like the fact that people say like they don't have people on the bench. I don't believe that. They definitely just need a backup center. But I think it's really going to come down to Chris Paul, to be honest with you, bro.
Just like how well he plays
Yeah, if he don't
if
get
he
injured
stays
in the
hurt.
playoffs, right? If he don't get injured in the playoffs, and he can just make those open shots, I don't see it. It'd be interesting to see how well they perform. And then Aiton's just gonna have to play big, bro. Like his defense is going to really have an impact on how far they go in the playoffs.
Yeah, all of them. Like it's basically those pillars, you know. It's like how well are they going to play? Because I agree with you. I think their bench is actually nice, but I think they need those four to be consistent for them if they're going to win. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
have to, all four of them have to play to their potential. Which like the only ones that like haven't is like Aiton, really. I mean, I've seen all the other ones rise in the playoffs. You know what I mean? But Aiton's kind of played below average usually.
Yeah, I think one of it is like because they don't really look to kind of get him the ball, but I think he can have a lot of success, especially in like that high pick and roll with Chris Paul now, especially because you got KD on one wing, Chris Paul on another wing. You're not sagging off of either one of them, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of potential for those lobs that I don't know is gonna they weren't as open as they're gonna be now.
They're a fucking dangerous team, man. I'm just thinking about
Yeah,
what you just said, right? So both your primary ball handlers are Chris Paul and Book, and like, yeah, you come off that high screen from Aiton. There's so much that either of them can do out of that because both of them love the mid range, which is like, you know what I mean? That's like their bread and butter. So that is crazy. And now you have KD like on the wing, like arguably the best player in the league. It's a fucking good
it's,
team, man.
it's insane. So yeah, but
So if they
honestly,
play up to their full potential, do you think they can win?
I don't know, man. That Denver, and I think I told you this at the beginning of the season, like having everybody back with Eric, that team is they're just so loaded and they play well together. And Jokic is gonna get his numbers, bro. Like, and they're really good defensively, especially with Aaron Gordon on the floor. So,
Yeah, I agree
I
with all that. I need to see it in the playoffs. It's like that's where I'm
that
at with
that
it.
part that part, because I think at some point, yeah, you can put the ball in Jokic's hand, but at some point, like Murray's gonna have to Murray's gonna have to really have some games, and I don't.
Yeah, I think if they're to be the best, or like where they can go, I think like, Jokic is obviously the best player and the most important player, but I think Murray has to be their leading scorer. Like
Yeah, I don't
that
think
dude
I disagree.
he has like 30 point per game potential. Like we've seen him like
Yeah,
go nuts, you know.
yeah,
So like if he was that, and then Jokic just filled in all the other holes, like they would be phenomenal. Just to, you know,
yeah. And then the Lakers are like kind of coming, bro.
without LeBron, it's weird.
Without LeBron, D'Lo was going off yesterday, bro.
Do you think LeBron coming back is going to change that?
I think it just I don't think it's going to change anything, but I do think having LeBron back is just going to give them another score. Um, but also it's just going to make it for Brown where he just doesn't have such a heavy load.
Hmm.
Right? Having D'Lo and having Malik Beasley and Reeves has been kind of balling off the bench. Schroeder has been going and AD kind of stepping things up lately as well. It's so weird that like when Bron goes out, AD really starts to like turn up. But it's like, bruh, you got to do that when Bron is on the court.
Right. Exactly. So maybe it's a factor, you know, maybe it's hard for him to do with LeBron there for whatever reason.
I mean, he did it in that playoff run though.
He did.
So I don't know.
I don't
Yeah,
either.
he got to get it figured out. But and then on the East, I don't know what the hell's going on with the Celtics
Didn't they win
since
last
the
night? But
I
they've
think they
been
won, but like they have, they were like a couple of games in front at the All Star break. Now they in second place in the East to the Bucks, which they have been balling.
I have
Um,
Cleveland looks good too, man. I like Cleveland.
yeah, Cleveland is pretty solid. And who was I think it was Perk that kind of mentioned this around the fact that like Donovan Mitchell is hindering Darius Garland to really like go off. and like really play at his best. Because like Mitchell just like has a ball in his hand and shoots so much,
He does. He shoots a lot, man.
and
He's high
it's like
volume.
he is, but he's it's not that he's like a bad shooter. He's still he's a pretty solid shooter, but he just shoots like I thought. I saw one game he shot the ball like 35 times. I'm like, fuck,
Yeah, dude. He'll put up
a
10
lot of
threes a
fucking
game
shots.
easy. Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
like, you got other dudes that can go like, and the thing is like you got these big guys. You got Mobley, you got Allen, and they're getting maybe like 6 shots a game.
Right.
So I don't know. I think Cleveland, and then bro, the Knicks, they look really good too.
You can have them, bro. I don't think that's gonna be
I
an
don't think
issue.
that they gonna do anything. I think they can definitely make it out of the first round though.
Yeah, I could see that. That's possible. Yeah, I like the Cavs. I'm really excited, man. The East is like
It's
in
gonna be good.
it's in like the like weirdest place I've seen it in a while. Where like I have no idea. There's like a bunch of good teams over there. I'm excited to watch them.
Yeah,
There was a period there where it was just like the Cavs and the fucking who else? Like it was
Raptors.
yeah, the
The Raptors.
Raptors or the Celtics, the baby Celtics.
Yeah, the baby Celtics is coming in there. Um,
What a time.
Miami. Yeah, so it
That
was.
was weird, bro. That was like you just knew LeBron was gonna just
Yeah, there was no competition.
that was fun to watch. I enjoyed those years just watching him just kind of toy with them. That shit was fucking funny, you know? But then he'd run into like some crazy ass shit, like Golden State on the other side with KD.
He had, he had a
Uh,
tough go at it.
like
He definitely
fuck.
had a tough go at it.
What's up with the Kyrie and Luca? Isn't Luca hurt?
Yeah, I think he had like a strain in his like his thigh or something like that. So I think he may be gone for a couple games. And then Kyrie is starting to he started his sneaker free agency. So it looks like he started at least in pregame, I think, wearing like some other company's shoes. So I don't know if you remember Langston Galloway, but he has his own little sneaker company. So he wore some
Does
of his
he?
shoes. Hmm.
Wow. I do
So
remember
he
Langston
wore some
Galloway.
of his shoes during pregame, but be interested to see like where Kylie Reed lands with his shoes and yeah.
Yeah, huh. I didn't know Langston Gas. Is it a really small company?
I assume so. I've seen some of it, like some of it. One of his models don't look too bad. It kind of look a little bit similar to the new Harden shoe with Adidas, but it's a. I mean, it doesn't look like a bad sneaker though.
Okay. Okay. Huh. I don't, dude.
But
I haven't kept up with like LeBron, like any of the current players' new additions recently at all, man. To be honest with you, how they look.
I think, like I said, with the Lakers, they haven't. They said that like with the addition of Jared Vanderbilt, the Lakers have the since that addition and him playing, they have the best defense in the league.
Hmm. That's interesting. I mean, dude, I haven't watched that much since All-Star break. I've just seen that they've been going absolutely nuts. So it's been like AD has been their dude, like he's their leading scorer is D'Lo. What's
The
going
well,
on?
D'Lo was out. D'Lo was out a couple of games as well. He just came back probably the last 2 games, but last night he had like 28. He was going off, and they actually pulled him out the game because he even said it. He was like, they lucky that they pulled me out because I was probably about to go for 40.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I mean that's exciting to see the Lakers look good. Like hopefully they can, because they'll probably be in that play-in bracket, I'd
I,
assume.
I mean, they could potentially make it out of it. Real,
Yeah, dude, the West is so close. It's like so many teams are within like
right,
2 games of each other.
right. Yeah, because they are only what a game and a half out of sixth place from the Warriors. So like it's pretty tight. And they have a pretty easy schedule too, bro. Like the remaining games. Let's see, they got Knicks, Pelicans, Rockets, Mavs, Magic. They got the Sun, Thunder, Bulls, the Bulls again, the Timberwolves,
Yeah, it's pretty not much going on.
Rockets, Jazz, Clippers, and they got the Suns and the Jazz again. So like they got some very very reasonable games
Yeah.
that they could win. Um,
What
but
about
you got the
the other team in LA though? What about the Clippers,
Clippers,
man?
bro.
Kawhi's put up some numbers.
He has, but bro, they had just been since this trade with Russell, bro. They had like a 5 game, 6 game losing streak, and like it's just like they can't play any defense, dog.
You gonna change
Like,
your pick?
I may have to.
I don't even
I mean,
remember who I picked.
they won their last three games. Now granted, I mean against like lower competition,
So
except for
you think Denver's the best right now? That's the way you made it sound.
I mean they are. I mean they have the best record in the league if I'm not
Well, yeah, but
mistaken.
like, do you, regardless of record, when you're watching the teams, do you think they're the best team as far as like playoff scenario? Like, you think they could win it all?
No.
Okay, and why is that? Just because like we haven't seen it yet?
I just got to see. I just want to see what Murray's going to do between him and Michael Porter Jr. I just want to see how they're going to perform in the playoffs.
Okay. Because for me right now, dude, I think it's the Suns. Like I just that team is so talented. They've been on the cusp of the finals or in the finals the last couple of years. Now you're adding Kevin Durant. So assuming all of them play well, like they're the best team right now, I think,
Yeah,
in the
I
West.
think if I could cheat, I would go. I would say there's three things I think, especially now that Curry is back. Like you can't overlook the Warriors. They just beat the Bucks, if I'm not mistaken. Um, the Suns for sure. Um, and I mean, I think you can throw in the Suns as well. But if I had to pick a team that I think would come out the East or come out the West, um, I would probably say the Suns as well, just because that addition with
Okay.
KD. I think it comes down to like how they play defense. Like if they can play solidly on the defensive end. I think it was the funny thing is I think what that game happened. They play on Monday. Matter of fact, the Suns and the Warriors. I mean, KD's not going to be there, but
Right. I don't know about the Warriors. I haven't seen much of them this year, but I know they've kind of been up and down through injuries and stuff like that, right? I I could be wrong, but for some reason I just have a feeling like that window for that core is kind of closed. They just look like a little older to me. I don't see it happening again. It could happen. But
I think it's potentially still there. Especially now that Steph is back, he looks good. I think they could really. I think Kerr has finally got their rotations and everything figured out. So yeah,
okay. Okay.
the
So you think it's gonna
defense.
be the Warriors or the Suns or who else did you
I
say?
would say if I had to pick like who I think was going to be in the finals, I would say Suns and Bucks.
Okay. That'd be a good finals too.
That would be a dog ass finals. A rematch.
Dude, I don't even know who I think out of the East. The East is tough.
The East is
There's
tough.
just teams that are good, but then you're like, I just cannot pick Philly to like ever, you know what I mean? Like it's teams like that where it's like you've just never actually done it. So I don't know. Because I want to say the Cavs, man. I love watching them. They're so long. They play good defense. They're a good unit, man. But I don't think they're good enough to beat the Bucks. You know, I don't know. But the
They
Cavs are
not.
probably my favorite team out there.
The Cavs are really good, but they don't have enough answers. You
No,
know,
they
you know,
don't.
like I said, if Donovan maybe pass the ball, just letting shots go, but
He does,
uh,
bro. He's a clip.
he he keeps it he keeps it ready.
He does,
Most
man. Because
so,
Garland's more of he's not a volume shooter. He's more of a penetrator, right?
no, yeah, I mean, but I think that he can. The thing is, it's like it's not really Garland that I think it affects. I think it's more so affects like Mobley and Allen, where those guys aren't getting shots. Um, and they're pretty effective. So, yeah, I think they'll make it to the second round. I just don't see them making it past the second round, man.
Gotcha. Yeah, it'll be a
Mhm.
fun fucking play. So, what about the Mavs? We kind of got to go back to that. What do you think? First round exit? I could see that.
The defense is just not there, bro. And you know how much like how intense shit gets in the playoffs. They're not calling fouls like you got to play. They play no defense, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, bro. They don't look good at all. So, what do you
So
think? Do you think they? I mean, did Kyrie sign a long term deal? Just a year or what?
I mean, he's just on his contract that he had from the Nets, so it's
Oh,
just this year. Then he's he could I don't know if it'd be a restricted free agent or a free agent, but he could he could easily go elsewhere. So I don't. It do just depend upon whether or not that Mavs want to resign him.
Whoa. Yeah, what does that
So
mean for Luca? Because Luca signed a deal, didn't he? He's going to be there a while.
yeah, he signed a deal. Um, I don't know what it means. I mean, I'd be surprised if Cuba doesn't try to retain Kyrie, but it's not going to be at what Kyrie wants. I don't know if they'll try to find some middle ground there, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kyrie does like a 1-and-1. Remember how like KD was doing like those deals where it's like 1 year guaranteed, and then the next year he could like
Option. Yeah.
have an option to kind of like renegotiate the deal to get a longer term. Or
Yeah. Brown was doing that too.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they do something like that with Kyrie.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
I don't know. I mean, what do you think it is down there? You think like Christian Wood's just not the answer? They got to get better like interior defenders.
they need better wing defenders. That I think that's the first thing. Like they got rid of Torian Finney-Smith. Josh Green is nice. I think he can come on, but they just don't have. They need just so much better defenders. Tim Hardaway Jr. we know doesn't play defense. Um,
No, he's just a bucket.
so and we know Luca doesn't really play D.
Fuck
Kyrie,
no. Kyrie doesn't really either. I mean, I've seen Kyrie lock up, but like
yeah, but it's just not. It's
he's
not
not an
consistent.
elite defender.
He's got to be motivated to do it.
Yeah.
So
Like, do you
yeah,
remember him in the finals, man? He was like all over Steph Curry. That was like I've
yeah,
never seen Kyrie like that. That's pretty
yeah.
crazy, because he's not known for it.
No. Last, I mean, it's about to be March Madness.
Yeah, dude, I haven't kept up with college basketball. Also, Alabama's up there, like people were telling me last night.
Yeah, so I think because Selection Sunday is today, so these are the teams that I believe are going to get the number one seed. So I think it'll be Bama, Houston, I think Purdue, and either Arizona or Texas will probably get the number one seed.
Okay.
That's my guess.
And MSU and U of M suck this year, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I think MSU will probably make it into the tournament. Michigan is going to be borderline type of thing. I don't believe that they'll make it. I think they'll probably end up in the NIT.
Hmm.
But who knows? We'll see. But I don't feel very confident about it. They've just, um, which I kind of figured that they weren't going to be that good this year. Like they didn't have the greatest recruiting class. Um, and we lost a senior transfer that was supposed to be our starting point guard. Lost him. Jet Howard has kind of been in and out the lineup with injuries. We don't play really good defense, so yeah,
I gotcha. Yeah, it's weird though, because when they were telling me yesterday the top teams, I was like, damn, all the ones that I'm used to are like not it this year, huh? Like Gonzaga and Oregon, like all these teams. I'm like, damn,
yeah. It's been I think it's
a
just been a,
shakeup.
a change in a change in the scenery. You know what I mean? Like you said, like who would have thought like Bama would be up
I
there,
was
right?
right.
So,
No, not this guy.
Purdue, like this, it's just I think it's just a shift in the landscape of things. I think you'll still have your teams like your um, Kentucky's or Duke is consistently being there. They just won the ACC championship last night. Um, UCLA is up there as well. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
but those other things going to be the number one seed. So I'm excited about the tournament. I mean, that's always just a fun time to watch some games over lunch. That first weekend
Hell
is
yeah.
always insane, bro.
It is. There's so many games going on.
It's
Crazy.
so many, it's so good. So I'm excited about it for it to get started and to participate in the bracket challenges and stuff like that. So it'll be good.
Yeah.
You
Hell
all
yeah,
do
man.
anything in your office for March Madness?
I don't know. We haven't talked about it yet. It's my first year at this office, so we'll have to. I'll do brackets or something. I'm excited
Yeah.
because this is like I haven't followed it as much as I used to, but I feel like that might help with the bracket. And I'll just be randomly picking shit, and those are the people that make the crazy ones. So I don't know.
I'm
Anyway,
literally, I legit law. I remember I was doing one for like an old employer, and they did a bracket challenge, and this woman won, and she was like, "I just went by whoever I thought had the better colors."
that's right.
Literally,
Isn't
I
that
was like, "Bro,
crazy?
how?"
That's how it happens, bro.
I
That
was so mad.
There's something
So
magical about March Madness, though, man. Just like the amount of Because when you sit and think about it, you would think like, yeah, the best teams in the nation would probably just make it to the Elite Eight, Final Four, and then, but it's like there's always every year, like not just one or two, like so many crazy upsets, man. It's so cool. Nothing like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It'll be
Here we
fun.
go. Fuck yeah. You
All
got
right,
anything
bro.
else?
No, that is it for me. I'm about to hit the gym real quick and then get home and watch these games.
Let's go, man. All right, my man.